We had this home built back in 1996, and after 20 years, the cabinets started to look run down, the appliances started to break down, and so we decided we would refresh the kitchen, freshen up the cabinets, just give it a more current look, and that's when we called Tomco. So the original kitchen was very white, with the white cabinets, white countertops. We even had white floors, white appliances, and in refreshing the kitchen, we wanted to bring some character in. So we really hated our original floor, which was a white vinyl and had gone through a lot of damage over the 20 years, and decided to replace it with an engineered wood in a darker color to contrast against the white of the cabinets and also the gray of the stainless steel, and give some richness to the room. So our original hood over the stove recirculated into the house, so we never really got rid of the cooking smells. And Tom was able to install a chase above the stove, and so our hood now vents outside the house. So we replaced our self-rimming white sink with an undermounted stainless steel sink, and I really love it. It's very convenient to be able to sweep things just right into the sink. I also have this new faucet, which you can turn on and off with a swipe of your hand. And it has a pull-down spout, which is self-seating as well. Very convenient. So in addition to making our kitchen look so much greater, Tom also added some features to improve the functionality of our kitchen. For instance, we have a pull-out for garbage on the side. And then on the opposite side, we've got a receptacle for recycle bin. And you'll notice that the drawers are self-closing. That's helpful. My husband always hated the slamming of drawers indoors. With an open floor plan, we couldn't just redo our kitchen without moving into our great room and the rest of the first floor. So we had Tom repaint, retrim the rest of the first floor. And one of the things that we did was put new countertops on the entertainment centers, either side of the fireplace. We replaced the stone around the fireplace to give it a much cleaner look, from a green marble to a nice gray stone. And we also repainted the fireplace surround, which came originally with some brass accents, which kind of dated the home. But again, just going throughout the first floor, we also went into the dining room and painted the columns to match the woodwork in the cabinets in the kitchen, and just kind of tied everything together so we have one cohesive space. So originally the TV cabinet was sectioned off, where we had a smaller TV on the left and then shelving unit on the right for components. And given the size of monitors, TV monitors these days, we wanted to make a space that could accommodate it. And so Tom came up with a design that you see now, where you have the monitor in the front, and we moved the cabinet to the back, so all the components are now sitting on the back side and are hidden behind closed doors. And then he got us a hub that basically is a remote and relays all our instructions to the components in the back. And so everything is well hidden, still functions just great, and we have one remote. So one other detail in updating the decor of the home was to take these columns that are around our formal dining room and take them from the paint, matching the walls, and painting them the color of the woodwork, adding some crown molding at the top and the bottom, and just giving them more substance and more elegance. Hello, I'm Cornelia. I live in Blaine, and I had Tomco come in and do our kitchen. Now that our project is complete, and looking back and looking forward, I would absolutely recommend Tomco to anyone to do their remodeling in their home. The standard is very high, so there are certain things that he caught that I didn't even catch, and he came through and fixed those up. He was on schedule, even ahead of schedule, and on budget. So definitely I would recommend him, and I'm already thinking about the next project for him to come into our own home.
wholeheartedly recommend Tom and Tom Co to anyone who's looking to do a project in their home. Our experience with Tom Co and the whole construction process was pleasantly surprising. You know, you hear so many stories, horror stories about how contractors gone bad and they leave you halfway through and take your money. And Tom was extremely professional. He laid out a plan and he worked the plan, and it turned out perfectly. No surprises. When Tomco came in, we wanted them to do a complete bathroom gut and remodel. Take out walls, move them, and reframe, and to open up the space. The old bathroom was completely closed in, blocked off, lots of doors, funny angles. It was the original cabinet. This is from when the house was made. The tile we put in 20 years ago was cracking and falling apart, and it was in pretty rough shape. It's just so nice to be able to walk in and there's no doors anymore, cutting it off. And just all the tile work, everything about it is just us. It's our dream bathroom.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I live in North St. Paul, and this is the kitchen that was remodeled by Tomco Company, and we are very happy with the result that we had. Tomco was extremely responsive to our needs and customizing it to make it handicap accessible. And since we've finished it, we've had a lot of compliments on the beauty of it and the functionality of the kitchen. We would highly recommend Tomco Company.
We had a lack of turning capability for a chair in here, so at the end wall we actually bumped out into the garage in order to be able to gain a little bit extra space. And then the second thing is Elaine had a problem with her chair. She always felt that she was going downhill on a ski slope coming out of the kitchen here. Once we started throwing our levels on here, our carpenters noted that in the short span here we had a 3/4 inch crown on our joists, so we ended up taking the plywood down to the joists and actually scarfing off the top of the joist to take care of that issue, and now she no longer has to apply her brakes as she's cooking in this kitchen. Since accessibility is such an important component of a kitchen, we decided that we needed to have an easy touch, easy reach, hands-on off, usable for the sink and the faucet. And then also we have control of the light switches from the front here. And then a major key important, of course, with a chair would be to have a slide-in door component so that we can easily get the chair in and out here for access. To create a cooking experience that was safer, we decided to go with an induction cooktop that has front controls on here. The induction is safer from a touch perspective. Then down below here we have easy accessibility for our drawers and our cooking knives and utensils. And then below that we have a lower pull-out drop spot. This functions two purposes. It functions for accessibility for a chair below, and also works as a drop spot for additional pans in case we need to put that off to the side.
you.